Peace and blessings, everyone. How are you all doing today? My name is Rashad Staton, and it's a pleasure and an honor to join you all on this Winning Wednesday for the Youth Town Hall. A beautiful session that is dedicated to our young people, our students of Baltimore City Public Schools. We want to hear from you all. Throughout the months, we celebrating a few prioritizations and values that uphold the importance and the identity of our young people, being student voice, us making sure that our young people are safe and our young people being recognized for who they are at the current moment. And this is the focus of this town hall, led by City Schools in partnership with Big Fred Comedy. So without further ado, again, welcome to the Youth Town Hall presented by City Schools. And I want to pass it off to our MC and our moderator throughout the day. We're going to be talking about exciting things, and I want y'all to give a round of applause and a virtual welcome to Big Fred. Big Fred, the comedian. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? City Schools, what's up? Parents, what's up? Parents better be here. Teachers, faculty, what's up, y'all? This is Big Fred Comedy. Also a former Baltimore City Public School student, and I'm here, always here for y'all. I brought to a school. Don't worry, I wore my mask when I did it, but I'm here at Cherry Hill Elementary, the old Cherry Hill Elementary Middle. I just wanted to feel the old feels again, and I feel great about it. Now, y'all, we actually are here working with youth. Shout out to the Restoring Inner City Hope, the RICH program. We're having a social distance event. Everyone has masks separated, and we have a dope event right here with you all. So we're going to get into it right now. We're going to play a video for you all to check out. We know it's National Bullying Prevention Month, Bullying Awareness Month, and we're here to get that out there so we can speak up and reach out more, y'all. So check the video out, and we're going to get into this panel, all right? Let's go.
Learning environment, discomfort of public humiliation, and even unreasonable interference with the school. Reporting is very important. Reporting is not snitching, it's not telling. It's getting something unsafe or uncontrollable to stop for you or even someone else. To report bullying, tell a trusted adult, and fill out the City Schools harassment or intimidation form online at City Schools, BaltimoreCitySchools.org/bullying. Reject. The end of bullying begins with you. We all deserve and demand a safe space to learn and grow. Be an ally. Be more upstanding. Someone who speaks out on behalf of someone else, or takes actions that are supportive of someone who is being bullied. Choose kindness. If you have something nice to say it. Like, hey, bro, I love your jacket, shorty girl. You look amazing today. What is that color? I seen that grade. You got some good grades. Be nice. Be more kind. Communicate. You're brave. You're original. You find things to say. The week of October 19th through October 23rd, City Schools will unite with kindness, inclusion, and acceptance. October 19th, the Spread Kindness campaign. We want you all to help us make kindness go viral. Schools and students are asked to make a video or artwork of their class doing an act of kindness or acknowledging acts of kindness that others can and should do. Share your video or artwork with the Wholeness team at studentwholeness@bcps.k12.md.us. That's a long email, or you can visit the link below. Videos and artwork will be shared on the Student Wholeness social media all throughout the week. October 21st, The City Schools Unity Day. Go ahead, put it on, get big icy, big fleet, whatever you call it. But put your orange on, wear it and share it on all your virtual platforms to visibly show that we believe bullying is never acceptable. And all students deserve safe spaces to be exactly who they are. Continue to learn and grow. Congrats on an amazing year, an historic year. I'm Big Fred. We out.
Good morning, this is Principal Carrillo. I am the proud principal of the beach right here in Baltimore. And I am here today to show my love and support for Unity Day. That's why I'm rocking my orange, because this month is Bullying Prevention Month. And we here at Beachville do not tolerate bullying at all. We are here to support one another, to be kind. And this week, I urge everybody to do some acts of kindness for other people. Maybe just drop somebody a note or shoot them a text and tell them how important and how special they are. And here at Beachville, we are promoting diversity, friendships, that love is love, and that we are here to unite together and to make sure that we are building those strong and lasting relationships. So again, today, rock your orange. I urge you, do something nice today. Do a random act of kindness for anybody. It will brighten up somebody's day. I hope you all have an amazing day. Again, go Team Orange.
Yo creo que toda persona tiene derecho a vivir en una comunidad donde se sienten seguras, incluidas, reconocidas y respetadas independientemente de sus diferencias. Cuando estamos juntos, nadie está solo. Esperamos, exigimos y nos comprometemos para crear un espacio seguro para todos. Esperamos, exigimos y nos comprometemos para crear un espacio seguro para todos. Esperamos, exigimos y nos comprometemos para crear un espacio seguro para todos. Esperamos, exigimos y nos comprometemos para crear un espacio seguro para todos. Esperamos, exigimos y nos comprometemos para crear un espacio seguro para todos.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wildwood Advisory SEL class, and we are taking the City Schools Pledge.
I believe that everyone has a right to live in a community where they feel safe, included, acknowledged, and respected regardless of their differences.
I believe that when I stand for others, I am making the smart decision. So today, I pledge to support others who have been hurt or harmed, to treat others with kindness, and to be more accepting of people's differences. I vow to recognize the inner value and worth of every human being. I will use my voice and power to speak up for and reach out to others who need a friend in person or online. When I stand up for others, I stand up for my family, my school, and my community. When we stand together, no one stands alone. We expect, demand, and commit to creating a safe space for all.
That's awesome. So we back. I hope y'all enjoyed
Amazing.
that part. Man, that was dope, wasn't it, Fred?
It was amazing, man. It was amazing. I love your Youth Up Next background, Rashad. I just had to put that out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that little last, and I know you got some last for us, man, but I wanted to take time, and I know you thought, because you do the work around student wholeness and young people being themselves in safe spaces. And I wanted to take time and show that our young people across Baltimore City schools have been participating. The educators in the school community have really been participating and engaged during the Bullying Prevention Week. And I want to thank you as well and recognize you in support of that, bro, as one of our district partners, actually uplifting the importance of our young people, their safety, their emotions, and how they show up. I know we're about to slide into this panel portion, right? And we got some amazing thought leaders, thought partners. We got some amazing young people that's going to be joining us during this panel portion. And I know you're going to dive into it with the questions, but I wanted to step back and recognize our young people that's going to be on here. We have our 7th grader of all the Baltimore City Public Schools, our young scholar, Miss Ashley Holmes. How are you, Ashley?
Let's go.
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Everything is well. Everything is well. Ashley, thank you for joining us. Do a quick introduction of yourself, your name, school, your grade, and any positive message or any message you want to give to your peers before we begin.
Hi, my name is Ashley Holmes. I'm in the 7th grade. I go to Wildwood Elementary/Middle. And I just want to say that if anyone has been bullying you, if you have any thoughts, any negative thoughts about yourself, that everything is going to get better. And in the end, you're still living life and the world is not over yet. So reach out to a parent or a trusted adult if you need any advice, information, or any hotlines if you feel like you're in immediate danger.
Powerful.
Thank you.
Powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for just being yourself. You can stay up on the screen. We're going to introduce one of our powerful young leaders that is showcasing and representing student voice and leadership and agency every day of the year. And I have a special connection with this young scholar, our student board commissioner, Commissioner Sykes. Where are you? You on here?
Good afternoon. I'm here.
Awesome, awesome. Commissioner Sykes, a fellow Dunbar poet. I just wanted to take time for you to introduce yourself, tell the world who you are and the position that you serve, and any message that you want to share with your peers in the school community.
Thank you. So my name is Kyrie M Sykes. I'm the Student Commissioner for Baltimore City Public Schools. I am the youth advocate. I am here to advocate on behalf of all Baltimore City Public School students. I attend the one and the only, the illustrious Paul Lush Dunbar High School. I am currently a junior. And I just want tonight's event, tonight's Student Wholeness Awareness, the biggest takeaway is to speak up and reach out. If you see something, say something. If you need support and if you need help, reach out to someone, because we're all here to help you and we all have the best interest for you.
Powerful, powerful. I know that we feel well and proud of our young man and our scholar serving in such an influential position. Thank you for being yourself. And I know we joined by another Dunbar poet. We got the Ford family in here, but this time another colleague and personal friend of mine who's a student wholeness specialist. Brother Johnson, how are you doing?
Hey, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. What's going on, family? My name is Delano Johnson. I'm the student wholeness specialist at Excel Academy. I'm a former NFL player. If you're looking at your screen, like, why is he so big and why is he screaming so loud? I'm used to yelling at, I'm used to yelling at people on the football field, but I just want to say that you guys are the champion. 2020 has taken you guys through so many different changes. You lost your sports, your school dances, your back to school nights, parents, and you guys are still standing there here and you're fighting through. So don't ever be scared of a transition after this year. You guys are amazing and you're doing it. We see you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're going to begin. And we got some other young people that's on that we're going to hear in the next segment during our LGBTQ history celebration moment. So you're going to still hear from some of our other young people. But right now, I want to pass the mic to Big Fred, and let's start this panel discussion. Our panelists that we just met and introduced, share yourself back on the screen. Let's have this real in-depth conversation.
Hey, y'all, let's
stay tuned
get
with the questions we're going to talk about. They're going to be populated on the screen as well. So Fred, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
Let's go. Let's get it started. Rashad, thank you so much, man, for those eloquent words. Our panelists, thank you again for being here. We're going to get it started. Your voices are powerful, and we all need you. So we're going to get right into it. But just know, for all our viewers, family, students listening, bullying is real, and it's something that we're here to eliminate together. So please take advantage of city school resources, the bullying hotline forms, and ourselves and our own organizations that are here to help you. So let's get it started, y'all. The first question, we're going to just put it out there because a lot of people don't actually know. What is bullying? In your opinion, what is bullying? And anyone can go. Anyone can take it.
So I'll start. So to me, bullying is when you consistently or constantly do something to hurt someone or hurt someone's feelings or put somebody in a predicament that they would not like to be in. When someone is being beat down mentally or even physically about things that maybe they can control or can't even control.
Exactly, and just to piggyback off of bullying, it can happen anywhere, and it can happen to anybody. Most people like to label bullying as a stronger person intimidating or inserting power on a younger person, but bullying can happen anywhere across the board. Just because you might be bigger or stronger than a person, they still may be verbally abusing you as well as physically abusing you, or maybe even cyberbullying you. So you guys want to be aware of those things and take note of.
Yeah, definitely. Ashley, what about you? How do you feel about just the definition of bullying?
Well, the definition of bullying is just to imitate others and to hurt people with harsh words and actions, and it's always, well, most times on purpose. And I feel like people bully each other and bully people to feel like good about themselves and to know that people are on their level. And anyone can bully someone. You don't have to be small, tall, buff, skinny. Anyone can bully someone. Bullying is not just a physical thing. It can also damage your mental health, and that can lead to side effects down the line. That's why it is important to reach out to people in need when you feel like you're being bullied.
Definitely. Thank you. Thanks for coming back. Thanks, Ash. Thank you so much. That was a great answer. Question you all, as we continue to work together, especially with you all being just our youth champions and some of our leaders in the city, what are some things that we actually can do as adults that we need to do from your mouth specifically to help support all youth regarding bullying and expressing those things and just feeling supported, especially during virtual learning?
Definitely, Fred. But the number one thing we have to do as adults is listen. We have to be able to listen to the youth when they come to us, whether we feel the issue is small or huge, because that small issue may turn into a large issue. So the number one thing that we have to do with these kids, especially during this virtual process, because there's so much cyberbullying occurring without us being able to get to it, is listen to the youth.
I want to say I definitely agree 100%. When it comes to, I think as youth, we tend to take a lot of things nowadays that I notice, we take a lot of things to social media. And I think when one thing is youth, when we want to talk to adults, I would say we have to explain to them really what's going on, how we feel. Don't hesitate to not tell the whole story because you feel that you could get that person or yourself in bigger trouble than the situation could have been. So I would say, one, always tell the truth. Don't lie about anything. Be open about what happened. Get the support you need. Get the help you need. And just when it comes to adults, talk to them. Tell them that you would like to launch anti-bullying groups. You would like to see anti-bullying posters throughout the school. You would like to hear it said on announcements when you hear good morning, such and such school, talk about it, get the word out, make it known that we don't tolerate bullying at this school and we're not going to tolerate it within the district.
Absolutely. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All these authentic expressions and opinions of on bullying are extremely important. We have some slides to show you all that we're going to get started to give you some literal definitions to these things. As we kind of break them down and apply them to us. We've all faced bullying. That's something that we all can say. And a lot of us have been bullies as well. Some of us in schools aren't too honest about that part. But it's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. So let's break this down. Bullying, conduct that's systemically and or chronically inflicts physical hurt or psychological distress on one or more students that involves a power differential between the parties. We spoke on this already. It's further defined as a pattern of written, verbal, or physical behavior, including any threatening, insulting, dehumanizing gestures by an adult or student. Now, these things will be unwanted, and that feels you know when something is unwanted, and it's repeated after you expressed it as unwanted. People know that, and they still continue to do it, and it results in severe, intimidating, hostile educational environments. It causes discomfort, public or private humiliation, and it interferes with our school performance and participation. We all know that sometimes you may have a bully or you may have seen some things that you didn't want in school, and it may have prevented you to even have interest to go the next day. Could have been something you were excited about and you didn't even want to go the next day because of something that you don't feel comfortable communicating with anyone else. So these things are real. And not only does it affect our grades, it affects our well-being. We need to feel good about coming to school. We need to feel safe when we come to school. So yes, that's a good start. Thank you all so much as we continue. Just had to thank you all again. So now, our commissioner, Delano, Commissioner Sykes, could you explain to us some of the different forms of bullying? I believe it's like 4 of them.
Absolutely. And I think, Mr. Sykes, I'll jump straight into it. I'll start with the first one that I think is number one, and we probably can agree on this. The number one form of bullying right now is cyberbullying. Everything is online. Everything is on the internet. One meme or one post about you, and it's all over. It could be all over your school, all over your community, all over your neighborhood. So the number one form of bullying right now, and I would say, is cyberbullying.
Definitely, I agree 100%. And I think another one that we do have is verbal. Verbal can be calling, name calling, insults, tease, intimidation. You know, saying things out of the mouth that is verbally hurting someone's feelings or verbally impacting someone's day.
Nice. And another one would be physical bullying. And then, you know, we're all familiar with this one when we see someone walk up and they may hurt or harm someone else physically, whether it be push, hit, you know, a kick up the, you know, it's just different ways that you can physically hurt or harm someone, especially when you're in a position of power.
Yeah. And we spoke on cyberbullying as well, of course, once again, just because with virtual learning is so prevalent.
Yeah, we definitely should keep highlighting that one because I feel like right now with, you know, everyone having access to this constant social media, Instagram and TikTok, this it's been crucial, especially for these kids being online with the virtual learning. So you guys want to make sure that you're protecting yourselves and being aware of what you're putting out to the world.
Absolutely. And also, you know, what you're receiving out there. Some people do things because they have an audience, so they feel like they can build an audience. And virtually those audiences come in forms of double taps. So what you're liking, sometimes it might be your friend's post and you might think it's you supporting your friend, you just liking it. That's my home girl, I'm just liking it. But if that person is putting out demeaning content or things that could hurt someone and make someone feel uncomfortable, then even though you're just double tapping and keeping it moving, you're actually, you know, egging them on. You're making them feel good about the stuff they're doing and they shouldn't. So let's keep that in mind too, you all.
Right.
Now, Kamish, can you talk to us about the difference between conflict and actual bullying? We, especially adults, teachers, we've had situations in school where I think we've even had to learn the difference. And I love what we are doing as a community because us as adults, we really need a lesson in how to step up our support of youth in this time as well. So could you talk about the difference, Kamish, between conflict and bullying?
Definitely. So the difference between conflict and bullying. Conflict can be a disagreement or argument in which both sides express their views. And then bullying, a goal is to hurt, harm, or humiliate. Person bullying has more power. Person continues the behavior even when they realize it is hurting someone. That is forms of bullying, and other forms of conflict could be equal power between those involved. And persons generally stop and change behavior when they realize it is hurting someone. Persons feel persons feel remorse and want to resolve the issues. Those are examples of conflict.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. You working, bro, and you still in school every day, and you out here working with us, man. We appreciate you, my guy. You are appreciated. You all are. Ash, we see you, girl. Thank y'all so much. So look, we covered a lot. We're gonna play a little game. We're gonna try to play a little game, have a little fun, right? Even though we did. All right, so we're gonna play a this or that type of thing, right? Like a bullying or conflict, so we can see if we really defining things the right way. So I'm gonna give you all scenario. Audiences, y'all on YouTube, Instagram Live, all that. We got ops everywhere that got prizes for y'all. So y'all make sure y'all answering. Chop it up in the comment section. But let's get it started. So Rashad, you queued up. You know, me and you, we gonna be the first example. You here with us, Rashad?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm queued up. So look.
My man. All right, cool. So look, Rashad in the 5th, right? Rashad in the 5th grade. You know, I'm in the 3rd. He taller than me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time he'll ever be taller than me.
Only time. I'm taking that.
And I be pushing him every day. Like, I be pushing him every day. Well, you know what? He be pushing me, man. He in the 5th, I'm in the 3rd. He pushes me every single day. I don't like it. I explained to him that I don't like it, but it still goes on. Is that conflict of bullying?
I feel like that's bullying. He said that he wanted the other person to stop, and they did not stop, which is bullying.
Okay. So how about this one? That's a great one. That's great, Ashley. Yeah. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
I was gonna go with bullying myself on that one. Although I am the taller one, that I ain't never had that experience in my life. I felt like if that was me in this scenario and I was reenacting that, I was the bullier. I was the aggressor.
Right.
I don't think that was conflict because it was expressed that it was unwelcome. And it warranted some emotions that didn't make you feel safe. So definitely bullying. I'm gonna second Ashley after that
one. Okay.
Hey Fred, we just got on with we got some other scholars here that just joined us. We got Cameron Hayes from Mervo.
Hey Mervo, I've been waiting for you, Mustang.
Yeah, so they just joined us. Let's add them into the scenario. And as they come on, just share yourself on the screen. We're going to jump in. We're doing some scenarios between conflict and bullying. You all are live, so I want you to know that, but you're welcome to join us on the screen.
It's live. And we got a statement from YouTube says, mostly the popular kids bully. Yeah, that's it seems like it. It seems like, and it's not just popular kids, it's kids that are going through things they can't communicate. It's kids that, even though it might seem like everyone likes them, they may not be liked by the people that they want to like. They may not have the friends that they want to have. It's a lot. So I think when we look at it all the time, like it's just the popular kids that bully, we put ourselves in a bad position, and we may not become friends with other people just because they're popular. So I think it's a little bit deeper than that as well. But I do hear you on that.
Hey, next scenario, this one here. And you all let me know, out to young people that just joined in, you all tap in and tell us whether you think it's bullying or conflict, or what type of bullying, if you do think it is bullying, since we covered the 4 categories. Scenario 2 for the audience as well, and make sure to put your answers or your opinions on it in the chat. We are all learning together. So y'all ready for scenario 2? It says Aaliyah and Tyree were dating but recently broke up. Tyree's new girlfriend has been posting negative and hurtful comments about Aaliyah on Instagram, basically throwing shade. Aaliyah has been tagging her friends on the post and encouraging them to repost. The new girlfriend has stopped coming to school because of these posts. You call it bullying or conflict? Commissioner Sykes, what you think? If it's conflict, thumbs up. If it's bullying, thumbs down.
It's bullying for me. I'm definitely saying bullying.
Got it. So even throwing shade on the gram is considered bullying.
Yes, sir. It's a cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying. All right, perfect. Now look, it all plays its part. We know when throwing shade, it's not always fun and games. You're hurting someone's feelings at the end of the day. So be cautious of what you do, how you show up, what posts, and how you show up in those comments, and how you show up in other people's DMs. Remember to be yourself.
And always remember, family, it's a worldwide audience. So even though you may have 100 followers, or you may think that you're just doing something for people you know, or people in your school, you're putting that stuff out there for the whole world to see. So you gotta consistently think about that.
Powerful, man, powerful. I think we got one more. Let's throw in. We got time for one more scenario, right?
Let Delano take that one. Delano.
All right, please let me tap in. So the last scenario, guys, and this is the third one. So Angie and Amira have been best friends. You know, the best friends. They've been on the Instagram together. They went and got ices together. They've been downtown to the harbor taking pictures. They've been best friends for years. So they got into an argument, and Amira now claims that someone else is her new best friend. They posting pictures together on IG. They've went down to Shake and Bake on the Avenue. They're all over together on Instagram. This is Amira's new best friend. Angie feels hurt about it, and she calls her out on it. Now, is this bullying or conflict? Thumbs up if it's conflict, thumbs down if it's bullying. Go ahead, Ashley.
Well, I feel like this is conflict because this is between two friends, and I feel like this is out of jealousy of that she's scared that her best friend might be taken away from her. And I feel like at the end of this, they might actually talk this out. This seems like it's behavior that's not rooted in anything evil or bad, like bullying is. And I feel like it's just a conflict just between two friends.
Yeah. So Ashley, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a conflict with one of your best friends? You were able to work it out and come to an agreement and be back best friends? Or did you guys go your separate ways?
Yeah, sometimes whenever we argue and stuff, I would hit them up a few hours later and call them, and so we can talk about it and try to resolve it. Most times when I do that, we end up being friends after. We end up realizing that it wasn't that big of a deal, or if it was like miscommunication, we're able to actually get the actual side of the story.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Ashley, right on point, man. It's just such a young age with so much wisdom. The future is bright, y'all. I'm feeling good. I want to elect her for our next presidential candidate. But Ashley Sharp, she's gonna make sure this world is in good hands. We do have some of our young people that did slide into the comments as well. We had Destin Johnson, who said that you thought this last scenario was bullying, right? So even in that sense, it still can be ways where people perceive it as, right? So we had Destiny say that she believed that it was bullying, and Danita Edwards said that they think that it was actually conflict. So I appreciate the fact that we went through these scenarios because it shows us how we all perceive the same situation through different lenses, right? But again, bullying should definitely be the sense of it all. That last scenario was conflict in itself. So thank you all for joining in. Our young people that are dropping in comments in our either Instagram or YouTube, we see you all, we recognize it. Continue to share your voice throughout this entire program. Fred, it's on you, brother.
Rashad, man, great job, man. Absolutely. And we're gonna go into it. So Commissioner Sykes, for those that, as we continue, still have a time just deciding what's the difference between bullying and conflict. Like, what are some tips that you could give them as we move forward, whether we're in school, at home, or anywhere else?
Definitely. So sometimes it can be easy to downplay bullying, because maybe because you don't really want to deal with it or realize it's even happening. So some tips I want you to think about whenever you're going through these things or see it happening. Think about these four things right here. Are we equals in this situation? Do I feel victimized or targeted by an individual or group? Do I feel safe? That's a big one. Do I feel that the person or group has intentionally hurt or humiliated me? Those are the four things I always want you to think about if you're in any of those situations. And if you all remember that you have help around you, we're here to help you. So seek help, get that help if you need it.
Great job, Commish. Thank you so much. Delano, thank you for all your help, man. Just doing what you're doing with youth. Moving forward, once again, even though we're outside of the building, what are some steps that youth can take that are going through bullying and want to communicate it?
I think the first thing, and this is with everyone, not just kids, but adults as well, we have to identify what bullying is. We have to understand what it is, and we have to understand the the different varieties of bullying, the four which they are. So I'm gonna go back, and I don't want to skip this just in case someone joined us late. I know we had some youth jump on late. Now, bullying is a negative behavior by a person where they intimidate, hurt, or harm someone else. And it doesn't have to be a smaller person. Again, we mentioned this earlier, but some of you guys jumped on late. But it always isn't a bigger person doing it to a smaller person. Bullying can happen anywhere. It can happen in the household. It can happen out in the street. So I don't want you guys to think it's just bullying as a scenario of a huge person intimidating a smaller person. Bullying can happen into anyone. So first things and I know we've been pushing this all day, guys, but the biggest thing is you want to educate yourself on what bullying is, and then you want to speak up and speak out. And what I mean by that, just because I'm helping a friend in need, or if someone is trying to hurt or harm me, I'm not a snitch, or I'm not weak, or that doesn't make me look any weaker than anyone else because I'm standing up for myself or I'm standing up for someone else. You want to seek help. In your schools, we have behavior specialists, social workers. Find an adult in the building that you're comfortable with and allow them to help you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. So we're going to all take a pledge together. So many of you have been great throughout this month, just rocking your orange, rocking your colors. I'm just promoting positivity and unity, uploading your videos and then some. So we're going to take this pledge together. I ain't going to be able to hear you, but you can hear me. So if you home, go ahead, stand up. You can say it out loud. You can just do the words like, we not going to know the difference. We going to do it together though. So I need y'all to say it with me. Okay, let's get it. I believe that everyone has the right to live in a community. I'm pretending y'all, yeah, okay.
So we're going to recite it with you as the panel.
Okay, that's perfect. So that's good. Thank you, Rashad. You always there. All right, let's go, y'all.
Yeah, started
you
over.
Always there for me because I had to make believe. I had to like pretend I was repeating to myself. All right, let's get it. I believe that everyone has a right to live in a community.
Living in a community where they feel safe.
Everyone has the right to live in a community
where they feel safe, included, acknowledged, and respected, regardless of their differences.
Where they feel safe, included, acknowledged, respected, regardless of their differences.
I believe that when I stand up for others, I am making a smart decision.
I believe that when
I stand up for others, I am making a smart decision.
So today, I pledge to support others who have been hurt or harmed, to treat others with kindness, and to be more accepting of people's differences.
So today, I pledge to support others who have been hurt or harmed, to treat others with kindness, and to be more accepting of other people's differences.
I vow to recognize the inner value and worth of every human being.
I vow to recognize the inner value and worth of every human being.
I will use my voice and power to speak up for and reach out to others who need a friend in person or online.
I will use my voice and power to speak up for and reach out to others who need a friend in person or online.
When I stand for others, I stand up for my family, my school, and my community.
When I stand for others, I stand up for my family, my school, and my community.
When we stand together, no one stands alone.
When we stand together,
no one stands alone.
We expect, demand, and commit to creating a safe space for all.
We expect,
demand, and to create a safe space for all.
Woo! All right, let's get it. Clap it up. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Yes, y'all did. Y'all made it happen. We got through it together.
Speak up, reach out. Exactly.
Speak up, reach out. Y'all, once again, we are here for you. We all are here for you, not just our organizations, of course, city schools as a whole. Please utilize your mentors, us as a start. And please, if all else, please go to cityschools.com and fill out a form anytime you have something that you need to communicate, especially if you feel like you may not have anyone there in person to communicate to.
Most certainly. Fred and panelists, thank you all again. Ashley, Kyrie, Mr. Johnson, Danita, Destin, every young person that added, and we had even some young people that was online from YouTube. We had Mania McNair that answered and gave us her suggestion as well. Thank you all for adding your voice to this segment. I want to thank you all for being a part and making sure that we all show up as whole, we all show up as safe, and we're all learning and growing together. Thank you all for promoting the importance of speaking up and reaching up. All right. So without further ado, we're going to have our panelists step back, and we're going to transition from our student wholeness portion of this segment. And again, thank you, City Schools. Thank you to our school community and everyone for doing your part, showing up, wearing orange, but believing in the message of the orange. And that's making sure that we have safe space. We're recognizing, we are addressing, and we're trying to minimize the activities and the repercussions of what bullying does to us as individuals, as a community. So now, without further ado, we're going to transition and we're going to show our audience this amazing puppeteer show that is going to embody some of the same messaging of how to address bullying, but we're going to make step back from screen and get some good showcasing. Brother Smith over here is going to take us into the world of bullying. Y'all open your eyes, y'all pay attention, and we'll come back together.
Yep.
What's going on, Mr. Joshua? With Gizmo, we're doing the town hall meeting for the youth. Oh, that's great. Hey, everybody, how's it going? This is Mr. Joshua, also known as Brother Josh, and I'm one of the Wholeness homies. And we're talking about bullying, huh? Yeah, Gizmo, we're talking about bullying. It's a really important thing. You know, we talk with our students about this all the time. Oh, yeah, I know. And I've been having an issue myself. Well, what's that, Gizmo? I've been getting bullied. Oh, you have? Yeah, after I heard them speak about it, that last panel with the students, I know that it's been happening to me. Oh, Gizmo, that's sad. Well, who's been bullying you? You know who. Ah! Oh, no, it's Commander Cluck. What are you looking at? Hey, leave them alone. They're my new friends. They're the part of the town hall. Ah! I don't care about them, and I especially don't care about you, you big blue jerk. Now, Commander Cluck, why are you messing with Gizmo like that? I do what I want, I say what I want, and no one's gonna do anything about it, especially you, Big Fred. Leave Big Fred alone. I'll do what I want to do. You're not gonna stand up and do anything about it, Gizmo. Oh no, this is bad, ladies and gentlemen. Commander Cluck keeps on picking with Gizmo. Commander Cluck, why do you even pick with Gizmo like this? Now look at Gizmo, he's shaking. Well, it all started when I was a little chick. Yeah. Well, my daddy, he told me a story about an ugly blue monster. And that ugly blue monster, he stole one of my daddy's cookies. And since he stole a cookie, I've been upset with those blue monsters, my whole family, for a very long time. Now get out of my face. Commander Cluck, I don't think that is right, that just because you had an issue or your father had an issue with blue monsters, that you should take it out on Gizmo. Well, why not? He deserves it. All blue monsters do. Are any of you out there blue monsters? Yeah, you probably are. I'll attack you with my chicken army. Hey, yo, Commander Cluck, what's good? Hey, Jamal. I was just telling them how I don't like blue monsters, especially Gizmo. Hey, Commander Cluck, man, I don't think this is cool, man. Like, you always picking with Gizmo. What do you do to him? Oh, wait, hold on. Who are these people? Oh, that's just the town hall. Oh, hey, what's up, town hall? Jamal, you got something in your hair. I'm gonna get it out. Thank you, Commander Cluck. So, Commander, can you do something, better than just picking with Gizmo? Like, I don't think it's fair. What do you guys think? Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's fair? No. What? No, I shouldn't pick with him because of something somebody else did. Well, why not? Because, Commander Cluck, you know that you're stronger than Gizmo. Yeah, I run the whole chicken army. Yeah, and he's intimidated by you. Intimidated? I don't even know what that word means, so it's not real. Commander Cluck, that doesn't make any sense. Just because you don't know what a word means doesn't mean it's not real. Be quiet. Oh, no, Commander Cluck, you're not gonna bully me. Whatever. Commander, intimidation means, when you have power over somebody and then you use it in a negative way to try to control them or make them feel bad. That's bullying. You get better than that. Come on, Commander. Really think about it. Like, what did Gizmo ever do to you? Well, that one time he, and how would you feel, Commander Cluck, if somebody treated you like that? I wouldn't take it. I would go off. Well, if you would go off, then maybe you should empathize with Gizmo. Empathize? Well, what does that mean? Well, empathy means when you put yourself in someone else's situation. Think about how that would make you feel. Maybe you shouldn't do that, Commander Cluck, because you wouldn't like it being done to you. I'm out. All right, y'all. Have a good day. What do you guys think? Huh? Should I, be nice to Gizmo? Or should I keep on bullying him? I don't like his blue fur. Or his green nose. Commander, just try to do what Jamal said. Okay, whatever. Commander Cluck. Yeah, Gizmo. I was hurt by what you said about me, and you've been picking on me for weeks now, years even. Yeah. Oh, well, Jamal came over here and he told me that I should, try to leave you alone. You big blue. You blue monster. I wouldn't like it if anybody picked on me. So, you know what? This is hard. You what? You what? Help me out here, guys. I should just say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why? Mr. Joshua, come on, help me out. Why don't you take a few deep breaths, Commander Cluck? That may help you to calm down. Okay, this is harder than I thought. Okay. Gizmo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have been picking with you. Jamal, when he told me that I should see things from your perspective, what is that called? Empathy. Yeah. Oh, empathy? What is that? Well, I put myself in your place, and I wouldn't want anybody calling me names. So, I apologize, Gizmo, and I'll try not to do it anymore. Wow. He said he's not going to do it anymore. I think this was a really good meeting between you two. Yeah, I do too. Commander Cluck, will you be my friend? Not too close, buddy. Maybe. Well, I'm ready to forgive you, and I'm willing to be your friend. Gizmo, everybody always doesn't want to be your friend. And if Commander Cluck keeps on picking with you, maybe it's best for you not to be his friend. Oh, okay. But Commander, if you're ready to make a big change, Gizmo's open. Are you? Yeah. I don't have many friends to push them all the way. So, Gizmo, will you be my buddy? Yeah, Commander. We'll be friends. Come on, I'm gonna go show you how to make monster soup. Monster soup? What is that? It's stew and soup. Oh, okay. Bye, everybody. I got a new friend. Oh, this is great. All right, boys and girls, and parents and everybody else who's watching, thank you very, very much for watching me, Brother Joshua, and my Wholeness homies. And I hope that you got something out of this. Yeah, me too. I hope you all got something out of it. I think it's time for them to take back over. Yeah, it is, Gizmo. So our host, you can come on back. Oh, this is great. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Stanton?
Hey, Brother Joshua, Wholeness homie. How are you all doing today?
Oh, we're doing great. Happy to see you.
Hey, it's happy to be connected back with you, man. Fred, you in the house too?
Man, I'm in the house, man. Look, I'm just so thankful my man Big Blue over there held me down, because that bird was clucking. He said my name out of his mouth. I don't appreciate that, man.
Yeah, he was trying to bully you, Big Fred. I wouldn't let him do it.
We all need a good friend. We all need a good friend, Gizmo, and I appreciate you for not standing up for that, man. Thank you so much, bro.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye, guys. See you later.
Take it easy, man. You keep standing up for people. Be more upstanding, Gizmo. There you go.
Thank you, Gizmo. Thank you, Brother Joshua. Thank you for the Wholeness team and the Wholeness homies. Hey, Fred, this has been amazing, man. It's been amazing. And thank you for emceeing and just, introducing and making bullying coming into our homes, you know, and us addressing the big elephant in the room that we all need to address to make sure that our family, our young people, and ourselves are just okay. Right. So I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you. We're going to take time and we're going to transition. This youth town hall has 3 segments, and our second segment, for those that are just joining, you witnessed our student wholeness portion, where we really took a time and we took time to address exactly and identify, recognize, and try to promote some sense of awareness around bullying, since it is Bullying Prevention Week. But there's also, this month of October also shares another special part of us recognizing who we are as human and who we are as people, right? In this month, in addition to Bullying Prevention Week, we all know that this is LGBTQ History Plus month as well. And for us to recognize this as a district, we wanted to show that we actually see you, we recognize you, we honor your space, and we honor your identity, and we are all being welcomed as a family, and for us to be as one, even throughout our differences. So for us to recognize and honor LGBTQ History Month, we're tapping onto, and we're going to be shared a spotlight with one of our amazing district partners, Joy Baltimore, Mr. Lonnie Walker. I see you, Lonnie. How are you? And your young people that'll be joining. So, Mr. Walker, the young youth aspiring leaders of Joy Baltimore, how are you all doing today? Lonnie, I can see your mouth talking, but yep, there we go.
Hey.
We are doing wonderful. Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
All is well, all is well.
I'm out here doing this multitask work that we all do.
Hey, and that's why we called on you. If someone was to give us some insight of the importance of LGBTQ History Month, and talk about how we're actually creating and supporting our young people as they go through their own journey of loving themselves, we wanted to tap onto you. So we got a few questions during LGBTQ History Month, and for you and your young people. First, can you just tell us the significance of this month and some of the historical values of it?
Well, it's important because just like any other history, we need to know our history also. Who started it, who fought for us, and why we are able to do the things like everybody else. You know, someone started it. You know, Rashad P. Johnson, who's on Stonewall, someone started it so that we can do what we do now. And we have equal rights just like everybody else. So it's very important, just like Black history, LGBTQ history, Latino history, all of those things have a story. And that's our story.
Hey, and thank you for lifting up and sharing that. Thank you for speaking out and reaching out and letting us know of that significance in itself. I wanted to ask you all a few questions. I know Danita is on, and so is Destin on, and to just join us as well, and Nadanya as well. I want to ask you young people a few questions as well. My first question that I want to ask you, I know that you're doing amazing work across Baltimore with Joy Baltimore, right? And I want you to then tell us, what is Joy Baltimore? And in a sense of what Joy Baltimore does for our young people across the city, what can we do as a school community and as a district to support our LGBTQIA plus young people and our young people that either are non-gender conforming? What can we do to better support, value, and respect our young people?
So Joy Baltimore, Joy stands for Just Our Youth. We are an outreach organization that deals with runaway, homeless, and at-risk youth, and we focus on the LGBTQ community. We've been doing youth work for the last 5 years now. One person, myself, and 40 to 50 kids each session. And this year it was virtual. We've been doing it, and we've been doing it successful. What we need from the city of Baltimore and for young people is more support, more safe spaces, more spaces that are inclusive, just having us being a part of the conversation like we are today. Because many a times we'll have youth conferences or we'll have things for youth, but there's no voice for the LGBTQ youth. So they're never in the room, even though they might be in the room, but they're not part of the topic or they're not on the agenda. So we want for somebody to check for us like they're checking for everybody else.
Hey, that's powerful. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I'm trying to tap onto your young people that is on as well. So Danita, Destin, if y'all can join us as well. But in the meantime, You spoke, I want to start from where you left off, right? Joy Baltimore does the work, and you've been doing it for an extenuating time, and it's valuable, and we see the impact in itself. What resources that you all are doing that others should know about, and how they can support or come to you all for support and access, to building a beloved community?
We are providing clothes for anybody who need clothing. We provide diapers for those who are having children. We point young people in direction of housing if you're 18 and over. If you're under the age of 18, we try to find you some resources, or we try to get with the family and do family strengthening, because sometimes it just takes a conversation to get people to understand. We are a food service provider where we do breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. We also have a partnership with a substance abuse program. So if there's anybody within our LGBTQ community who are having issues with substance abuse, we can get them in a program and we can house them at the same time.
So I'm hearing this trifold approach of you being able to cater to just not the young people, but adults and families as well, right? How can one find out more information of Joy Baltimore and other organizations and programs that possibly provide the similar services around a particular population, such as our LGBTQI+?
Well, when it comes to Joy Baltimore, you can look us up on our Facebook page, Instagram, our website, or you can email me at lwalker@joybaltimore.org, or you can text or call 443-522-8553. We have a Thanksgiving event that's coming up. It's called the Pandemic Edition. This is our fourth year doing Thanksgiving. It's called Oh Give Thanks. We want to feed any and everybody who may need something to eat. Our young people are running it. It is a party. It's unlike any other Thanksgiving event in the city of Baltimore. We have a live DJ. We have barbers. We have food. It's family style dining, and we want people to come out and have a good time. Line dancing, all of that stuff.
Listen, you are doing amazing work. I recognize, I see you, and we value and we honor and appreciate all the work that you all are doing. So we want to give a virtual round of applause and a snap for Joy Baltimore, and thanking you for coming on, just sharing inspiration, lifting up the importance and the value of LGBTQ History Month, letting us know how we can stay connected and what we can all do as individuals and as a whole community. Again, thank you, Mr. Walker. Thank you, Joy Baltimore. We just tapped in virtually, seeing this man provide us information and do the work at the same time. He is definitely a change agent in the community. We appreciate you, and thank you for joining us today. Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Fred, it's been
What's
amazing.
up, big guy, man? That's Lonnie Walker, bro. I appreciate Lonnie, man. I've seen him in action, and he's always at it. I just appreciate it, man. I love this event, bro. I'm feeling the energy, man. I don't know. I feel good.
Yeah, it definitely am. It definitely am. And like we said, we've had people on here that actually does the work in the communities, in the schools, and across Baltimore, right? So let's spice it up. I'm loving the momentum. I'm loving the energy as well. And now we're going and transitioning into our third segment that we wanted to do. To do that, we want to bring and welcome our young people, our youth, our students, our scholars, our recent alums to join us back on this portion of student voice and opportunity. And what we're going to do is we're going to just start off with our student voice and opportunities. And I think what we're going to do is going to transition by giving Commissioner Sykes his space to promote this great initiative that he's doing. And if he wanted to speak on other things that we've highlighted thus far throughout the event. Again, you are witnessing Baltimore City Public Schools Youth Town Hall in collaborations with Little Laughs. And what we're going to do now, segment transitioning to our third portion of today's program, which is student voice and opportunity. And we're going to kick off this portion with our student board commissioner, Kyrie Sykes. How are you doing again, Brother Sykes?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited.
Awesome. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I know that you're excited because I'm excited here. It's going exceptionally well to hear from people And again, we've heard from our young people in the beginning around safe space, student wholeness, how to identify bullying versus conflict, addressing the elephant in the room, which we can all probably be engaging or dealing with or witnessing, being cyberbullying as we're engaging in virtual learning, right? But I wanted to take this time to speak to you about this initiative that you're launching as our student member of the board and how it connects to student voice. Take it away, Commissioner Sykes. The world is yours.
So I'm sorry, as my computer begins to die. But as you can see, it says speak up and reach out. So as a student commissioner, I wanted to find a way to connect with the students of Baltimore City Schools. Find a way that I can hear from you, because with the times that we're living in right now, it's very much so unfortunate. So I wanted to figure out how we can talk and how I can get feedback from you, whether it's one-on-one or with a group. So I decided that I'll be launching the student commissioner office hours, and with each week we'll be having a title. And I think that, starting with our first week, it will be speak up and reach out. And I think it actually fits perfect with what we're talking about today when it comes to bullying. Just, when you see something, speak up. The second and fourth Wednesdays of each month, 6 to 7:30 p.m., I'll be holding one-on-one sessions and group sessions with scholars, talking about things that they're seeing that's going on in their school, things that they want to change, things that they see that the district can better on. Some of my big takeaways this year that I want to work on and really talk in depth with students about is voting, getting students registered to vote, because I think that a lot of students may have missed the opportunity or didn't have as much information about voting that they needed. So I wanted to be that person who talks to students, get them acclimated with voting, let them know this is how you vote. Also, I just want to really like, one of my biggest things this year is talking about the grading policy. How it affects you all, because it's affecting us. It's a big change that we've had. It's affecting us when it's virtually or in person. And now that we're virtual, I really want to get an understanding of how you feel. Where's your mental state? So I decided that I really wanted to launch the student commissioner office hours, because I just wanted to hear from your personal perspective. How do you feel?
Man.
And also, so I'm sorry. So it's a big thing that she brought just said to me, I just thought about, is just sharing a safe space for LGBTQ youth. As someone who identifies as LGBTQ, I just want students to know I'm here for you. It was a lot for me to be able to talk to someone at first, but when I finally did it, it felt like a weight was lifted literally off my shoulders. Being able to express myself, tell people how I feel, and be there for people. That's one of my biggest goals within the district, because we have people who identify within the LGBTQ plus community, and I want them to know that regardless of what's going on, or whether even if it's virtual or in person, you have different outlets, and I want students to know that I'm an outlet. And with some schools, we have GSA's Gay Straight Alliance. If you have SGA at your school, which I highly encourage students to make sure you have an SGA, have a diverse SGA, have diversity with your school's SGA. Get that voice out to where you get that voice out to where people really understand you and can hear you.
Hey, Commissioner Sykes, you are amazing, and I'm proud, and I'm proud of the initiative. I'm proud of your leadership. I'm proud that you saw the need to create such space for you to directly connect back with your peers, right? Being in such an influential and decision-making position, right? Representing your student body and taking time to listen to everyone so that you can speak on behalf rather than speaking for, really showcases your leadership and your passion and your heart. So thank you for that. Again, young people that is listening in, parents, educators, please inform and promote the opportunity that our student member of the board, Commissioner Sykes, is piloting and launching again at the top of November, the second and fourth Wednesday of every month. Wednesday from 6 to 7:30 p.m., which will be a virtual student office hours with the student board commissioner. Again, this student board commissioner is the youth and student representative of our board for Baltimore City Public Schools. So he has the power and the influence to directly advocate for our young people. Commissioner Sykes, you had something you want to say?
Yeah, so I was just going to say, can I chime in? So I'm actually doing, both screens. I'm actually watching the YouTube. And someone said that it says second and fourth. It is not for second and fourth graders. It is for all students throughout the district. It will be the second and fourth Wednesday of each month, 6 to 7:30 p.m. So it's for all students. Very soon, the information will be coming out. Hopefully sometime this week, we can get it out to you all. There will be a link for you to sign up, a Google link. You'll sign up with your information, please, and make sure that it'd probably be easy. Definitely, if you sign up with your district email account, it'll be way easier. So you can sign up. It's for all students, grades pre-K to 12. And so if you want to come, just all you have to do is just sign up.
Hey, awesome. I'm glad that we were able to clarify those and give more details with that. Yes, all students through all grade levels are welcome to speak with Commissioner Sykes. Please take this opportunity to speak directly to your own peers, and let's continue to showcase and exemplify what student leadership, agency, and representation looks like. Remember, your voice matters because it's your education. Take ownership of it, take accountability of it, and make sure that you speak up for what you want and believe in. Again, thank you, Commissioner Sykes, for that. We're going to hear back from you towards the latter end. And what we're going to do now is take time for us to promote some of these great initiatives that is happening around Baltimore City Public Schools. For that, our school community can hear about it, promote it, support it, and encourage our young people. Although we are virtually learning, we should not be physically or humanly disconnected to opportunities in our educational experience. So without further ado, let's step in and let's look at the launch of One Book Baltimore for school year 2020. Our book selection for One Book Baltimore, which is an initiative and a collaboration between Baltimore City Schools, Maryland Humanities, T. Rowe Price, Enoch Pratt Library, and Ceasefire has come together in its third year of showcasing and implementing One Book Baltimore, where all of our young people and our school communities, particularly 7th and 8th grade students, are reading one book during the same time during the school year, as far as leisure reading activity. And that one book Baltimore book that was selected this year is by Baltimore's own author, best-selling New York Times author, made Oprah Winfrey's top-selling list. He is a journalist, a spokesperson, an activist, a great man, an entrepreneur, without just all great. And he is from Baltimore, born and raised and educated. The book itself is We Speak for Ourselves by D. Watkins. So without further ado, check out this video of our author of One Book Baltimore, D. Watkins. We Speak for Ourselves. Tell us about what this school year looks like for One Book Baltimore.
What's up, Baltimore City? As a proud graduate of Baltimore City Public Schools, I am so excited that this year's One Book, One Baltimore selection is my book, We Speak for Ourselves. The launch date is October 8th. It'll be on Zoom, and the school system will be getting you guys those details. The Enoch Pratt is also providing programming centered around themes based on the book. So there will be a lot of opportunities for you to get involved with the community and to do things with the library. I'll be making virtual visits to every 7th and 8th grade class in Baltimore City, so get ready for that. And I hope you guys get involved and get ready to engage, and we're going to have a great time. Peace. What's up, Baltimore?
Hey, that's awesome. So again, you all 7th and 8th grade students throughout Baltimore City Schools has a free copy of We Speak for Ourselves, written by Baltimore's own New York Times selling best author journalist, D. Watkins. Please make sure that you picked up your book. Commissioner Sykes got his book. I got my book. I've read it literally 3 times. One of the best readings I've done thus far in the last 2 years. Pick up your books, go to your school site, pick up your book, engage in these virtual author visits, and look on Baltimore City website to hear about more information about One Book Baltimore. Next, what you all see is something that is very timely. I want to say something that is very innovative, and I just believe that it is the perfect opportunity for our young people, especially as we're dealing with the social constructs, context of injustices and narrative and storytelling. I want all of our high school students, from our traditional high school students across Baltimore City, and now this is open for all. We have 300 open slots for our young people to register for the Reconstruction course, which is entitled Unapologetically Black in Baltimore City high school students. This is curriculum that is grounded and focused in on the narrative and storytelling of Black and brown stories of education. When we flip the pages, when we see the content, when we see the visuals, you'll get to see yourself. So we wanted to take time to promote this amazing opportunity and for you all to join the movement. Look on the district's website, look for the opportunities and ask someone, how do you register for the Unapologetically Black education for Baltimore City high school students? Again, we have open slots available. This is a free course. You all can see that the sessions are being held on certain portions of the time. The 3 sessions being Reconstruction Canon, Black Shakespeare, and Staying Critically Woke. You all, let's tap in and continue to reach out and let's build. Coming up, we have 100 slots for our young people to participate in Baltimore Student Diversity Virtual Conference, Leadership Conference that is going to happen on November 14th. All right. On November 14th, we are hosting in collaboration with our charter independent schools across Baltimore City. We have 100 or so slots for our high school students, specifically to be a part of the Black Matters Baltimore Student Diversity and Leadership Conference. This year's theme is Black Matters. It'll be happening November 14th. If you want for more information, feel free to reach out to myself. That is Rashad, Staton, the Youth Engagement Specialist for Baltimore City Public Schools, or call Baltimore City District Office and we'll make sure that we can get this information for you all to be a part of that. Be a part of the 100 slots that is open for our young people to learn, to talk about equity, representation, diversity. Again, Black Matters Student Diversity Leadership Conference, November 14th. All right. Again, do you have a voice? Do you believe that your voice matters? If you do, and if you are a city school student from middle through high school through recent alum, not to exceed the age of 21 years old, and you have a voice, you have an experience around your educational matriculation, your journey, we want to hear from you. And there's an opportunity for you all that is hearing us right now, and for you all to pass the opportunity for 22 young people to be a part of the CEO's Youth Leadership Advisory Council. This is a live application that is open right now. The link that you see below, make sure that you type in and register for your middle through high school and recent alums not to exceed the age of 22 years old. It's an opportunity for you to be a part of City School CEO Youth Leadership Advisory Council. This advisory council will be the youth council that will be the earpiece, the perspective, and the thought leaders to our district and cabinet to bounce off ideas and give youth perspective to decisions, priorities, and strategies that we are taking as we are going and matriculating through this school year. Live application, please register ASAP. And last but not certainly, our young people are leading in their seats and are driving their own train towards their destined future. On November 19th, make sure that you all tap in to support and be a part of about a real conversation about mental health from a youth perspective, being led by our Hopkins Youth Advisory Board, some of our Heartbeats, our Heart Smiles Maryland, some of our young people and recent alum across Baltimore City who exemplifies leadership, entrepreneurship, and courageous thoughts. Again, on November 19th from 6 to 7:30 p.m., make sure to register yourselves. And this is not just for young people themselves, but also for our adult serving professionals that are engaging in some type of youth population or have direct impact to youth and students across Baltimore. We encourage you all to register and be a part of a real conversation about mental health from a youth perspective This is a youth-led conference. So to hear from young people, to learn from young people about their perspective of mental health is very important. Make sure that you support. All right. If you need any more information in regards to what I just shared, please feel free to reach out to myself or hit me up and slide in the DMs at YouthUpNext on Instagram. And we will make sure that we follow up with all other information that you may need to know. There's a plethora of opportunities. We want to make sure our young people are aware of them and they are engaged. Fred, you still with me?
Yeah, man, you know I'm here, bro. All that information, I had to be there for something. Come on, man. I had my notepad ready.
My God. All right, Fred, let's take this time. And we want to take this time to step back and hear from our young people. We know that City Schools TV YouTube channel is lit right now. Fred, I'm literally watching your Instagram page while on here at the same time. I love how technology works. You can be in 5 places at one time, right? So we want to ask these questions for the audience by the sound of my voice. We want our young people that is joining us to just give us some responses. And the young people that is on the panel, you can come back on again. And we want to ask you all a few questions, just general questions, check in, seeing where you are. Fred, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So the first question that we want to hear from our young people, how is life going thus far? Academically, personally, just no cap, drop your comments and just be respectful. So how are you all going? Is it going well or is it challenging? You know, is every day a new day? You let us know how you all are feeling.
And let us know why. Come on, what's the connection? We know, but we don't know. So let us know why, you know. We all can relate.
Nadanya, Anita, Destiny, Ashley, y'all still here? We want to hear from you all. Commissioner Sykes, how's it going?
Well, while we wait for someone, I'll start. So for me, it's going pretty well. It was for me, I'm going to talk specifically to school. When it first started, I thought this year was definitely going to be a little hard. I think for me, it's a little harder because I have to not only support myself, but support my siblings. And it's a big difference because at school, your teachers are focusing on you. And at home, virtually, you have to kind of be that teacher's assistant to your siblings who in second grade and 7th grade who need that support, and also focus on yourself. So I think for me, it was a little bit of a learning curve, but the support from family and from the staff members, especially from Dunbar, has been amazing. Seeing that they honestly care, even though we're going through a pandemic, and not letting that discourage them, discourage that ability to be able to teach us and still give us embed that knowledge in our brain has really been like amazing to watch. And I feel like I'm a part of something wonderful.
Hey, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Ashley, you still with us? How's life going with you thus far?
You're definitely a part of something.
Yeah, so life for me has been a little challenging with online school. Like what he said, yeah, I came into it thinking that it was going to be hard, like super hard. Like I'm not going to get anything. I forgot everything from last year. I was sleeping all day through the summer. And then over time, it did get better. I know teachers are still trying to like learn how to use Zoom and all this stuff. And over time, it got better, but I still have challenges with certain subjects in school because it's online. And I still have challenges committing to do my homework every day. But apart from that, life has been going really great. I've been able to focus on my hobbies more because I have more time at home. I've been able to focus on my family more, actually call them. And yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that as well. And we got some young people that is joining us from YouTube. Ty, what's up, Ty? How are you doing? Ty from Ty gets bored at times and he's trying to find something to do after school. Ty, I hope through this duration, especially during the latter portion of the segment, that you've seen some opportunities, conferences, leadership advisory councils that you can be a part of, or if you want to just learn even more and talk to someone about what does boredom do to your educational experience and want to talk directly to Commissioner Sykes, make sure to follow up with us or tell us how we can follow up with you as well. But besides that, you also said that it's smooth sailing. So I'm assuming that you're enjoying the adaptation to virtual learning, which leads me to my next question. Our scholars that are on the chat with us, our young people that is on the platform with us, just tell me what you prefer. What do you prefer thus far? Because you now experience two different styles of learning and engagement. Would you prefer in-person or virtual learning?
Oh, definitely. So for me, I'm definitely going to say I kind of think that's actually hard, because I think that virtual learning is fun. It is. I think it's really fun for me, because you think of the idea. Oh, if I'm gonna be in camp, I get to just put on a nice school shirt or put on a shirt and just keep my pajamas on, stay comfortable. I'm doing that type of thing. So that is, it's some good some pros and cons about virtual and in person. But for me, if I definitely had to pick, I probably would choose both, which is kind of crazy, but I would definitely choose to do some days in person and some days virtual. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. I've never honestly had that option before to, really have a in-person and some virtual days, some in-person days. I would like to see how it will flow with learning. But if I had to choose, I would probably choose both in-person and virtual, because they both have some pretty good pros, and I actually like them a lot.
Got it. I like your perspective on that and your willingness to mix the two for a greater experience. I'm curious to hear from any other young person that's out there. Which one is your preference, virtual or in-person learning, being that you all had the experience them all within the last 2 school years, year and a half or so? Ashley, what would you prefer?
Personally, I would prefer in person, just because I can be near my friends. My friends were people who really encouraged me to keep studying and do my homework. I remember my friends, we had this group chat, we would check each other, make sure you do your homework and stuff like that. And it was just really easier when you had people around you in a classroom. That was just for me though. I know a lot of people like online more for the time aspect and stuff like that.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Hey, Cameron, what's up, bro? How are you doing?
What's up? Cameron from Mervo.
Awesome.
So, well, my experience with virtual school, I at first I didn't know what to expect. I didn't feel too good about it, but I normally would have a lot of trouble with getting up and communicating with my teachers in school. So now that I'm on virtually, I'm not having that much difficulty sharing my opinions with what the teacher's talking about. Well, I mean and then at first I was having trouble issues with technology, because I didn't have I have a younger brother and sister, so I had to share my computer with them. So now I have a Chromebook from the school, and that's working out pretty well. So yeah, I'm learning to adapt. And yeah. Well,
that's powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Cameron. I appreciate you. And you being joined by another Mervo Mustang on here. Fred, I see you got the young Mervo, the older age Mervo. I see it.
Yes, sir. I had to put that out there.
Yeah, so Dunbar and Mervo online right now. Let's go to the next question. Hey, Cameron, speak to this and give me your perspective. I know that you what do you look forward to with this school year? Although we're in this virtual aspect, and I know that you are a part of our student communications team, what are you looking forward to learning or experiencing this school year, despite it all?
I'm looking I'm looking forward to communicating better with my teachers. Well, it's not all of them, but I had issues communicating with my English teacher, and now reaching out to her and just I wanna be more vocal in class, because most of my school year I wasn't. and I'm looking forward to doing well this year in all my classes.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Perfect. And we're looking forward to just seeing your growth and hoping that you have an amazing experience in this school year and you learn a lot about yourself, but just learn a lot about life and what your teachers and educators also have to offer. I want to send it back to Commissioner Sykes because where Cameron left off was exactly I think what you lift up and you hone in on, right? And that's the importance of like using voice. Right? Why is student voice so valuable to you, and why do you see it so valuable that you created office hours to capture that and to promote and advocate for student voice?
Yeah, definitely. So for me, student voice is a major. I don't want to say student voice. I'm going to say youth voice is a very much so major thing within Baltimore City. I feel like we live in a city where youth are impacted directly. The things that go on within our community, within our area codes, within our the front of our houses, we see things that maybe if you go somewhere else, they probably wouldn't, or probably wouldn't see things that we see on a day-to-day basis. So having those youth, having an outlet that they can go to that take their mind off of the things that happen within Baltimore City, or even just for fun. I think that youth voices is very beneficial and impactful. It can be very much so utilized in places where people wouldn't think it could be used. I didn't realize, before coming into my role, I didn't realize how much I could accomplish with the role that I have. It's just, with me, I think that my biggest thing is I want to target students, because students are something that I definitely I value scholars, I value students, I value youth, I value my peers. So stepping into the role of student commissioner, my big thing was, how can I reach them? Now, I think my big question was, if we were in person, this is how I could reach them. I would reach them this way, but we're not. Unfortunately, is in their homes and they're set in stone places. But how can I reach them if I can't see them? So the thought that I came together from working with district official was launch your student commissioner office hours. And when it came up, I was like, that's a wonderful idea. So this is the outlet to where students can come to me directly as a student commissioner, as the advocate for them, as the advocate for you. I'm here to really just speak and really be that voice for the voiceless. So when it comes to student voice, it is near and dear to my heart. It's something that I will always advocate, even when I'm older. I think it's just something that is really important. And my biggest thing for me now is, I think if we didn't have, when it comes to education, I just think, especially with Baltimore City Public Schools, my big thing, if we didn't have students, we wouldn't have a district. So with all the students that we do have, we have a lot of them. Someone or a few people have to be those leaders within the district, and I'm definitely one of those, and I will be one of those to the end of days for me.
Hey, that's a blessing, and we can hear the passion in your voice. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for growing into your leadership and your purpose. We see you, we recognize you, and we know our future is bright because you're going to be at the decision-making table to ensure we are all well taken care of and heard, right? So again, Commissioner Sykes, thank you for being a part of today's segment. Thank you to all of our panelists. Thank you to our Wholeness homies. Thank you to our Student Wholeness Department. Thank you to Joy Baltimore. And thank you to our young people that is joining us, McNair and Ty, that's on the gram, telling us their experiences of preferring in person and things of that sort. Now, young people that are staying active with us throughout this program, we see you, we recognize you, and you play a major part in the betterment of us all. Fred, I want to kick it to you, man. I want to first thank you for being a part of this program, for co-hosting this Youth Town Hall for being an avid change agent in our community and taking the approaches of addressing the elephant in the room, being bullying, and utilizing your skills and your talents of comedy to do that. So I just want to pass it to you, give out some closing remarks that you may want to share, and then we're gonna close out after that.
My man Rashad, thank you so much for being exactly who you are and inspiring hearts and minds all over the city and then some, man. I'm honored to know you. I'm honored to work with you. You all, today was dope, and I want us to do it again. I hope we're able to do it again and keep doing it. But let's just stand together. Let's continue to stand together in community and be there for one another. I don't remember the last time I seen puppets at all, right? But the puppet show was so great, and he gave me a shout out. You know, I'm gonna still holler at you, Mr. Bird Commando. But it was so great because even when he said, "Hey, Big Fred, you know, I was taking up for you," that's what we need. We need others to have one another in mind, you know, to love ourselves primarily, but to always have one another in mind. And you always have someone to have your back. People want audiences. People need audiences. So being a good friend to really get to the heart of what's going on, instead of kind of enabling your friends by laughing and allowing them to feel like their behavior is celebrated. Be a good friend, be a real friend, and really be there for one another. Keep it a buck, you know, call stuff like you see it. When you see someone being mean to someone, call it is what it is. Don't excuse it. Don't say, "Oh, he was just playing, she was just playing," because y'all friends. I just think a lot of these things we can do to support each other can be done organically, just with how we look at ourselves and how we carry ourselves and how we create and hold our friends accountable, how we create accountability for our friends. So once again, I love y'all, you know, love yourselves and let's love on one another. Have a great day and a great evening, y'all.
Awesome. Fred, again, thank you for being such a thought leader, for always supporting our young people and just by leading by example. You all, what you just witnessed throughout the last hour and 30 minutes have been Baltimore City Public Schools Youth Town Hall, a town hall specifically for our young people, encouraging, uplifting, supporting, and sharing resources and opportunities, and also recognizing Bullying Prevention Month, LGBTQ History Month, and one of our most important stakeholders and our assets within our community being our young person, their voice, their representation, and agency. Remember, we are all learning together. Remember to speak out and reach out. And remember that we are all up now, but most importantly, we are all up next because it's our future to hold accountable. Let's continue to be great. Thank you all for joining us. Continue to be purposeful and continue to be more. Take care. Let's stay safe. Let's continue to learn.
Let's get it, y'all. Look, and just because you go on the computer in the morning, don't mean you don't brush your teeth. Make sure you do what you gotta do every morning. Eat your breakfast, you know what I mean? Take care, because I stopped. I got a little lazy. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little lazy, but, you know, I'm just, hey, y'all be easy.